What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando, Florida for Monday, August 8th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Jimmy Smits confirmed on The Talk that he will appear in the upcoming Star Wars standalone movie Rogue One, which is due in theaters in December. The news came as the program's host showed a frozen image from the film that seems to back up buzz that he will reprise his role of Bail Organa. Smits initially attempted to dodge the question about his possible return Friday, saying people got nothing better to do than to look at these little things. There's stuff going on in the world. Eventually he relented. He teased with a laugh, "Can you say the word cameo? Can you say the word small part?" Fans can look for Smits when the trailer for Rogue One premieres during Thursday's Olympic coverage. The official Star Wars account tweeted on Sunday, "See the premiere of the new #Rogue One trailer during the Olympic coverage this Thursday." Smits plays the part of the Galactic Republic politician and Princess Leia's adopted father in The Attack of the Clones and The Revenge of the Sith, the second and third prequel in the Star Wars franchise. Rogue One will feature Felicity Jones, Diego Luna, Forrest Whitaker, and Mads Mikkelsen. British model and actress Cara Delevingne says she tried to get in touch with the demon inside to play the dual role of June Moon, Enchantress in Suicide Squad. Directed by David Ayer, the blockbuster assembles a variety of supervillains to take on Delevingne's powerful and destructive witch. Delevingne, who has eloquently and candidly spoken in the past about her real-life battle with depression, said at a recent New York press conference, "Some of the first things David said to me were about looking into things like addiction and never feeling like anything is enough and constantly needing something." She laughed by saying, "I was trying to find the opposites of her and also trying to find a demon inside myself, which I was definitely able to find, and trying to make that as real as possible and understand why someone would do something that evil or want to really hurt that many people, because that's what David wanted for this movie." Suicide Squad is in theaters now. In a related story, Australian actress Margot Robbie says comic books and TED Talks help her prepare to play the brilliant but deranged Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad. Robbie said at a New York press conference this week, "We had an amazing resource with the comic books, but there are still little gaps in backstories and things you need to fill in yourself." She also said, "I watched a couple of TED Talks about schizophrenia, and that really helped because the women who were doing these talks were so intelligent, and Harley needs to be wickedly intelligent but also kind of psychotic. That was so helpful, and I also read a play called Fool for Love about this really dysfunctional relationship, and that helped me to unlock the whole feeling towards the Joker. Something that hits home when you're doing all your research, and some things don't, but those things really help." Clerks filmmaker and comic book expert Kevin Smith is defending Suicide Squad against the media critics who savaged it this week. Smith took to Instagram to say how much he loves the movie and respects its director David Ayer, who previously helmed End of Watch and Fury. Smith wrote in his lengthy post, which accompanied a photo of him and Ayer, "When I heard he was shepherding a cinematic #Suicide Squad, my already high interest in a #DC comic movie shot over the top. What would a gritty guy like Dave do with the likes of #Deadshot and #Harley Quinn?" He continued by saying, "Well, I think he made magic and did #DC Comics proud. The #Squad movie doesn't look like any other comic book flick I've ever seen. The periodic use of both #Batman and #the Joker as background characters instead of the usual leads was thrilling and felt like our first real glimpse at an intercontinental #DCEU. The cast is top-notch, but Harley is expected to steal the show. The #Joker and Harley beats are simply wonderful for a long-time fan to watch and make you immediately want to see the all Harley movie they already announced. Throwaway moments made me so happy, like Katana and her Soul Taker sword, but this flick as a whole had me smiling the whole time. Thanks to her name, my kid at Harley Quinn Smith was already on board for this movie, and she loved it like loved it. I'll be heading back to see it again tonight, so expect a brand new #Fatman on Batman review soon. #Kevin Smith." In addition to starring in and producing the AMC docuseries Comic Book Men, Smith has also worked with current Batman portrayer Ben Affleck on films such as Chasing Amy, Dogma, Jersey Girl, and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Oscar-winning actress Brie Larson is offering a glimpse at how she is preparing to play Captain Marvel. Shared via Twitter a photo of her snuggled up on a couch under a blanket and reading a comic book featuring the heroine she will soon be portraying. The Room's star casting and Captain Marvel was announced last month at San Diego's Comic-Con. The film is set for release on March 8, 2019. The third season of the Golden Globe award-winning series Mozart in the Jungle will be streaming December 9th, Amazon announced Sunday. Starring Gael Garcia Bernal, Bernadette Peters, and Lola Kirk, the show, quote, will continue the story of the talented musicians who perform and live with passion under the baton of its spirited conductor, best known simply as Rodrigo. The streaming service said in a press release when the renewal was announced in February. The series is executive produced by Roman Coppola, Jason Schwartzman, and Paul Weitz. Disney released a new trailer for its next animated movie, Moana, on Sunday. The movie's official Twitter account says, light your torch, find your way, dive right in. Watch a sneak peek of hashtag Moana and see it in 3D this Thanksgiving. Leading the voice cast as the titular heroine in the ocean adventures is Aluli Carvalho. The movie also features the vocal talents of Dwayne Johnson as the once mighty demigod Maui and music by Hamilton creator Lin-Manuel Miranda. Game of Thrones alum Sean Bean is to play a Catholic priest in a new 6-part drama series called Broken, the BBC announced. Bean will play Father Michael Kerrigan, who is described in press notes as a modern and maverick yet reassuring flaw. Bean said in a statement, I was very excited at the prospects of working with Jimmy McGovern again. His scripts are raw and real, and he creates fantastic and interesting characters that resonate with society today. I'm also thrilled to have Ashley Pierce on board as director. McGovern added, it's fantastic because I've been trying to work with Sean again ever since he played Tracy Teramaco in Accused, which was astonishing stuff, so I'm over the moon he's jumping on board with Broken. Bean's other small screen credits include Legends and the Frankenstein Chronicles. He's also appeared in the films Mirror Mirror, Flight Plan, and National Treasure, as well as the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Bridget Jones Baby, The Diaries by Helen Fielding will be published October 11th. A post on the official Bridget Jones Facebook page says, based on the original columns published in the independent newspapers, the book tells Bridget's story of her somewhat bumpy journey into motherhood. We'll be sharing all the latest news about the new book with you. Love, Bridget HQ. The titular heroine, who is famous for her romantic entanglements and career crisis, has previously appeared in Fielding's novels Bridget Jones' Diary, Bridget Jones' The Edge of Reason, and Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy. A third installment in the contemporary London-set Bridget Jones film series, Bridget Jones Baby, is due in theaters September 16th. Renee Zellweger will once again star as Bridget. USA Today, or rather USA Network, says it has renewed its legal drama Suits for a 7th season to debut in December 2017. The show, from executive producers Gail Ann Hurd and Blake Masters, is currently in its 6th season, and fresh episodes air Wednesday night. It stars Patrick J. Adams, Gabriel Mash, Gina Torres, Rick Hoffman, Meghan Markle, and Sarah Rafferty. The synopsis says, from the beginning, Suits has centered on the fast-paced Manhattan corporate law firm Pearson Specter Litt, but last season their world was shaken into its core when Mike Ross signed a 2-year plea deal, admitting his fraud to spare his colleagues Harvey, Jessica, and Lewis. The synopsis continues. In season 6, Mike deals with the harsh realities of prison life, while his relationship with his fiancée Rachel and the future of the firm is unknown. With Pearson Specter Litt's troubles at its peak, Donna must help bring them all together to not only save the firm, but also the friendships they have all dedicated their entire careers and lives to. Rapper Tyga has presented his girlfriend, reality TV personality Kylie Jenner, with a Mercedes-Benz Maybach ahead of her 19th birthday, which is on Wednesday. Us Weekly said the 26-year-old recording artist shared photos of the $200,000 vehicle with the big red bow on Snapchat Saturday. People magazine quoted Jenner as saying in her own social media video, "Happy early birthday to me. Yeah, I love you, T." WGN America has released a teaser trailer for its 3rd season of Salem, featuring guest star Marilyn Manson. The 17th century supernatural drama will return with fresh episodes on November 2nd. Shock rocker Manson will portray Thomas Dinley, a barber and surgeon who is the go-to man in Salem for everything from a shave and a haircut to being leeched, bled, sliced open, or sewn up. The network said in a press release introducing the 20-second video clip. The show's official Twitter account said Friday, "Welcome to Salem, at Marilyn Manson. Your prayers from hell have been answered." Season 3 premieres Halloween week, November 2nd. Created and written by Brendan Braga and Adam Simon, Salem stars Janet Montgomery, Shane West, Seth Gable, Ashley Midweek, Tamsin Merchant, Elsie Elbero, Aido Goldberg, Joe Doyle, and Oliver Bell. Legendary prankster Jimmy Kimmel got a dose of his own medicine when pop star Britney Spears appeared with her bare-chested male backup dancers in Kimmel's bedroom in the middle of the night. The clip has gotten nearly 7 million views since it was posted on YouTube last Wednesday. The scantily-clad Spears whispered to the camera before she and her cohorts popped into Kimmel's room. "Okay, so we have a surprise for Jimmy. We're going to wake him up and see what happens." Kimmel's room was full of music blaring and colored lights flashing to create a club scene. Spears rolled around in the confused Kimmel's bed as two male dancers straddled him and gyrated above him. Then they all said as they left the room, "Bye, Jimmy." Kimmel told the camera, Thanks for coming by. What happened to my wife? You can go too." Told the camera operator taping the strange scene as Spears and the dancers and Kimmel's spouse Molly all dissolved into laughter. He then threw on a bathrobe and went downstairs to thank Spears. He said before returning to bed, "Everyone back to Las Vegas." Rock legend Gregg Allman has canceled the rest of his summer concerts because he is undergoing treatment for unspecific serious health issues. Allman's website said the 68-year-old musician is currently under doctor's care at the Mayo Clinic, but expects to be able to perform at his own laid-back festival at the Lakewood Amphitheater in Atlanta on October 29th. All shows scheduled after that remain on his calendar as well. He said in a statement, "I want to thank my fans and friends for supporting me while I rest up and focus on getting better and back on the road as soon as I can. I've been working hard with my band, my pride and joy, to play our music for everyone. We'll see y'all in October." Suicide Squad was the #1 movie in North America this weekend, earning $135.1 million in receipts, BoxOfficeMojo.com announced Sunday. The Hollywood Reporter said the movie set a new record for an August release, beating Guardians of the Galaxy, which debuted with $94.3 million in 2014. Coming in #2 of the period from Friday through Sunday was Jason Bourne with $22.7 million, followed by Bad Moms at #3 with $14.2 million, The Secret Life of Pets at #4 with $11.6 million, and Star Trek Beyond at #5 with $10.2 million. Rounding out the top tier are Nine Lives at #6 with $6.5 million, Lights Out at #7 with $6 million, Nerve at #8 with $1.9 million, Ghostbusters at #9 with $4.8 million, and Ice Age Collision Course at #10 with $4.3 million. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1986, Spike Lee's first feature, She's Gotta Have It, premieres. On this date in 1986, actor, writer, and director Spike Lee's first feature-length movie, She's Gotta Have It, opens in theaters around the United States. Made on a shoestring budget, She's Gotta Have It was a comedy about a free-spirited African-American woman in Brooklyn, New York, and her three suitors. The movie launched Lee's career and established his reputation as an outspoken filmmaker who often tackled controversial subjects such as sex and race relations. Lee also co-starred in the film, playing an annoying bike messenger named Mars Bachman. Spike Lee was born on March 20 of 1957 in Atlanta, Georgia, and was raised in Brooklyn, New York. He graduated from Morehouse College and received a master's degree in film and television from New York University. Following the success of She's Gotta Have It, he went on to write and direct 1988's School Days, about fraternity and sorority members at a black college, and 1989's Do the Right Thing, about racial conflicts in Brooklyn's Bedford-Stuyvesant neighborhood. Do the Right Thing earned Lee an Oscar nomination for Best Original Screenplay. Lee directed a steady stream of films in the 90s, including Mo Better Blues in 1990, in which he co-starred with Denzel Washington and Wesley Snipes, Jungle Fever in 1991, about a combustive affair between a black man, played by Snipes, and a white woman, played by Annabella Sciorra. The biopic Malcolm X in 1992, starring Washington in the title role. Clockers in 1995, based on the novel by Richard Price. Four Little Girls in 1997, about the documentary of the notorious 1963 church bombing in Birmingham, Alabama, that received an Oscar nomination for Best Documentary. And Summer of Sam in 1999, a thriller based on the infamous 1977 Summer of Sam serial murders in New York City. Lee most recently directorial efforts include 25 Hours in 2002, starring Edward Norton, and Inside Man in 2006, starring Denzel Washington, Clive Owen, and Jodie Foster. In 2006, he produced and directed the documentary miniseries When the Levee Broke, a requiem in 4 acts about the devastation wrought on the city of New Orleans by Hurricane Katrina in August 2005, and the local and federal government's flawed response to it. The film won 3 Emmy Awards, including one for outstanding directing for Lee. In addition to his film work, Lee has had a successful career directing television commercials, perhaps most notably for Nike. In the late 80s and early 90s, Lee's Mars Blackman character became the pitchman for Air Jordan's basketball shoes. Also on this date in 1988, gangster rap hits the mainstream with the release of NWA's Straight Outta Compton. As of 1988, the top-selling hip-hop albums of all time were Run DMC's Raising Hell and the Beastie Boys' License to Ill, both released in 1987 and both selling millions without ruffling many feathers. In June 1988, Public Enemy released It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, an album that broke new ground both musically and lyrically, which is with its richly layered, aggressive sound and its angry, politically conscious content. Yet, even Public Enemy were dwarfed commercially by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, whose kid-friendly single Parents Just Don't Understand and the album He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper were both top 5 pop hits that same year. The group that would truly revolutionize hip-hop was NWA, Niggas with Attitude, whose debut album Straight Outta Compton was released on this date in 1988. The release of Straight Outta Compton marked a critical turning point in the history of hip-hop, which was booming global phenomenon in 1988, but still hadn't strayed far from its roots as a party music. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five had established hip-hop's potential for social commentary with their epic single The Message in 1983, but Straight Outta Compton offered something far less measured and polite than one usually associates with the word commentary. The album's first 3 tracks alone, Straight Outta Compton, Fuck the Police, and Gangster Gangster, may have contained more explicit language and incendiary subject matter than every previous hip-hop record combined, and it contained nothing but a dialectic message. It may not have been the first recorded example of gangster rap. Scooty D and Ice-T mined similar territory somewhat earlier, but Straight Outta Compton is the album that introduced it to the mainstream. What is remarkable is that the album reached the mainstream at all. Far too controversial and explicit for commercial radio or MTV, Straight Outta Compton was shut out from the traditional route to commercial success. Yet it would eventually be certified triple platinum, helped in part by a counterproductive effort at suppression in the form of an official letter from the Federal Bureau of Investigation warning NWA and their label Priority Records that advocating violence and assault is wrong. Music plays a significant role in society, and I want you to be aware of the FBI's position relative of Fuck the Police and its message. NWA broke up in several stages between 1989 and 1992, releasing 2 more hit albums along the way, 100 Miles and Running in 1990, and E for Gazin, Niggas for Life in 1991. Former members, Dr. Dre and Ice Cube, would both go on to have hugely successful careers in popular music, while founding member Eazy-E would die of AIDS in 1995, by which time gangster rap, the subgenre he helped to create, was the dominant style in the world of hip-hop. And that is your entertainment report for Monday, August 8th, 2016. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.